What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD, and today we are once more going to be looking at some of the most exciting and new open world experiences coming later this year and beyond. We've started off 2017 great with critically acclaimed open world games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Nier Automata, but 2017 has just begun and there are many other amazing journeys to come, and today we are not necessarily concentrating just on 2017, but we'll be highlighting some of the best. Nonetheless, we'll begin here at the number 8 spot with Pray for the Gods. It's an action survival game set on a desolate frozen island being developed by No Matter Studios. You play as a lone hero sent to the edge of a dying world to discover the mystery behind a never-ending winter. Arriving with only the clothes on your back, you must survive the colossal dangers that you encounter. To restore balance and reclaim the land from the brink, you'll be faced with questions that not even a god knows the answer to. Some of the key features within this game include colossal battles with giants where you can climb your foes, a vast and mysterious frozen world with dynamic snow terrain that you must traverse, intense survival gameplay, explorable mysterious temples that contain secrets and treasure, dynamic weather with day and night cycles, non-linear gameplay where you choose who to battle and how, and you'll be able to loot the fallen heroes and equip yourself with weapons and supplies. Pray for the Gods claims to be ambitiously combining the gameplay of Shadow of the Colossus, Deus Ex, DayZ, and Bloodborne. It is probably one of the most anticipated indie games coming this year, and it looks beautiful and stunning. Everything shown so far looks tremendous. As far as I've seen, almost everybody is excited because of the Shadow of the Colossus vibe it has, and not to mention the intriguing story to this game. So I'm looking forward to discovering the mystery behind this never-ending winter and where some of these giant creatures come from. Now to the number 7 spot, we have Freeman Star Edge, which is an action-adventure RPG being developed by KK Games. This is a single-player title that allows you to explore a vast open world, like walking on the streets of futuristic cities or sneaking into ruins of lost civilizations buried under the surface of a frozen world. It appears there will be a wide variety of different places to venture through, and like most RPGs, this title does allow you to play whatever way you wish, such as becoming a smuggler of goods or a warlord conquering the galaxy. Customization will be a big feature, allowing you to create a character and master skills of the 9 schools. Also included is intense and fluid squad-based combat systems, mining, scavenging, and stealing, a home system, missions, and much more. This title does have high ambitions. I like what I'm hearing, and I can see that they're trying to gain inspiration from huge titles like Skyrim in terms of gameplay, but the combat doesn't look all that great. Certainly enough, this title has my attention and could be spectacular with development and time. At the number 6 spot, we have Crackdown 3, which is an open-world action-adventure video game being developed by Regent Games, Sumo Digital, and CloudGen. Described as a new iteration of the groundbreaking open-world action series that features a whole new campaign, fully playable co-op, and uses Xbox Live to power a city that isn't just an exciting place to play, but is a part of your destructive arsenal. You play as a secret agent with super strength, speed, agility, and a range of other incredible powers. You also have ludicrous proficiency when it comes to firearms and vehicles, meaning every agent is fully prepared for any situation. It's expected to be a launch title with Microsoft's Project Scorpio. Many fans have been eagerly waiting on this for years. This was shown originally all the way back in 2014, and speculation is that Microsoft will be showing this off heavily at E3 2017. We've barely heard much from this game since its reveal a few years back, but hopefully we'll get a better look at this mass destruction that has been teased and the story of the agent. But moving right along, here at the number 5 spot, we have South Park: The Fractured But Whole. It's a role-playing video game developed and published by Ubisoft in collaboration with South Park Digital Studios. The Fractured But Whole takes place after the events of South Park: The Stick of Truth. The children of South Park begin a new adventure, again set in the fictional town of South Park and the Colorado Rocky Mountains, becoming role-playing superheroes. However, a falling out over Cartman's planned film franchise splinters the boys into 2 groups. Those who side with Cartman join Coon and Friends, while rival group Freedom Pals calls for their own franchise, starting a civil war between the 2 groups. The player again controls the new kid, though now has the option of choosing the gender of the new kid. South Park: The Fractured But Whole will feature 12 superhero classes: Brutalist, Blaster, Speedster, Elementalist, Gadgeteer, Mystic, Cyborg, Psychic, Assassin, Commander, Netherborn, and Karate Kid. Being someone who absolutely loved everything about The Stick of Truth, I'm excited for this. Although this title has suffered a few delays and now may not even be out till 2018, I'm still hopeful that this will be a phenomenal experience and a worthy sequel. Now to the number 4 spot, we have Avatar. Very little is known yet, but this is being developed by Tom Clancy, the Division developers, Massive Entertainment, alongside Fox Interactive and James Cameron studio Lightstorm Entertainment. The game will also feature the Division's Snowdrop engine. No plot details have been revealed, but Ubisoft did say in a statement that the game will continue to expand and deepen in the Avatar universe in exciting and innovative ways along with the films. The second Avatar game coming from Ubisoft once again, although the first game, which came back in 2009, wasn't very good. I think I am a little bit more happy that Massive Entertainment is behind this, although I really hope that they don't handle this the same way that they did The Division at launch. But from my understanding, the game is now pretty fun, but I myself gave up and moved on to other games after launch. much. I am interested in knowing what type of direction this game will go in, and if it's possibly inspired by the events of the 4 Avatar movies coming someday. But this is a unique world, and there certainly is a lot of ways that they can translate it well into a game, and I'm hopeful but also skeptical that Ubisoft can do it. Now to the number 3 spot, we have Dual Universe. It's a continuous single-shard sandbox MMORPG being developed by Nova Quark. It takes place in a vast sci-fi universe, focusing on emergent gameplay with player-driven in-game economy, politics, trade, and warfare. Some of the things that are included within this game are building a giant space station the size of a moon with your friends, creating an intergalactic political empire, gathering along with thousands of others in player-made cities, get hundreds of players inside space exploring ships, mass-produce your custom-designed ships to sell them in-game, program complex behaviors for your constructions, live in a secret base 1 kilometer underground on a remote moon, make your name as a spaceship designer or outpost architect, and so much more. A lot of people have said this game is like No Man's Sky but more ambitious and a whole lot better. This game certainly has many similarities but aims for so much more, and that excites me but also scares me. Dual Universe looks fantastic so far, and the thing is with all these space sims like Star Citizen and Helion, we're all looking for a finished product, and this game isn't scheduled to come till late 2018, and we can only hope that we'll get this with Dual Universe. To the number 2 spot, we have Borderlands 3. It's an action role-playing first-person shooter video game developed by Gearbox Software. Not much is known about this next Borderlands, but Gearbox has begun to give teases through their latest game, Battleborn. Months back, we had a spray-painted hint for the probable location for Borderlands 3, and that is Promethea, and just recently a new Easter egg was discovered, and it was deciphered reading, "Visit Promethea, children of the vault, we are not on Pandora anymore, Tannis is not what she seems, do not open the vaults." It has been rumored that the Atlas Corporation will be playing a much bigger role within this game, and if it is being placed on Promethea, the last we heard of the Atlas Corporation was through Tales from the Borderlands, where, spoiler alert, Reese takes control of the company by taking Handsome Jack's stock certificates and sets out on a mission to restore Atlas to greatness again. Also just recently, we got our first taste of this game at GDC 2017, where they were showing off a gameplay demo of what this next Borderlands game would look like, and it was running on the Unreal Engine 4. Other details that have been mentioned are the possibility of Scooter's son Scooper being featured, multiple planets to explore, and this releasing in late 2018. Following some disappointing games from Gearbox, they are on the road to Borderlands 3. Randy Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox, has promised that they would only do a third game in the series if it was massive, and hints of us heading to Promethea indicates that. Following the ending of the second game, it did leave the door open for finding new vaults, and it was even hinted a war was coming. Everything so far about this next Borderlands sounds awesome, and this is the exact way Gearbox gets to the top once more. But now to the number 1 spot, we have Middle-earth: Shadow of War. It's an open-world action role-playing video game developed by Monolith Productions. The player continues the story of the ranger Talion, who shares his body with the spirit of the elf lord Celebrimbor, as they use one of the rings of power to amass an army to fight against Sauron and his Nazgul forces. The player controls the human Talion, who has several natural athletic and combat abilities as a ranger, but also has unique abilities provided by the spirit of the elf lord Celebrimbor, who shares his body. The player uses their combined abilities to complete various missions typically aimed to disrupt the armies of Sauron. The game expands upon Shadow of Mordor's Nemesis system to apply to a larger part of the world, including other characters called followers that have behaviors guided by how the player character has interacted with them. This is by far one of the most anticipated games coming later this year, and it is the next Middle-earth game. The first installment, Shadow of Mordor, earned tons of Game of the Year awards, also myself being pleasantly surprised because I never expected to get such a great game within Tolkien's beloved world, and this sequel appears just as impressive. I'm specifically looking forward to the improvements on the Nemesis system, and the battles that within this game just look even bigger and more cinematic. It has been said that Monolith Productions wants to add more emotional moments to our enemies, allowing us to save some of them or even be betrayed by them. Either way, 2017 in open world gaming is looking to be huge, and so far with games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn, we've gotten off to a great start, but later this year we'll be immersed once more into the open world set in between of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. But I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value. Let me know in the comment section below what open world game you're looking forward to the most in 2017 and 2018. But once again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you later.